Question 2, Part A. The release of ADH by the pituitary gland is part of a negative feedback system. Explain why this is described as negative feedback. Okay, so with this 2-mark question, we're trying to think how can we explain negative feedback in terms of the release of ADH. So remember, when we talk about negative feedback, it's as one thing increases that then leads to an action that then causes it to decrease. So in terms of an answer for this one, we can say the release of ADH causes a change in the concentration of the blood. This change is detected and then less ADH is released. So essentially the release of ADH is bringing about the fact that eventually then less ADH will be released. Therefore, this is a classic example of negative feedback. In terms of allocating the marks for this question, we are going to be giving 1 mark for that first sentence. The release of ADH causes a change in the concentration of the blood. So actually the effect of the ADH is the mark there. The second mark then is for that the change is detected and that less ADH is released. So that second sentence. So those 2 sentences give us the 2 marks available for Part A. For Part B, we've got alcohol causes the pituitary gland to release too little ADH. Explain what effect this might have on the body. So in terms of this, we're applying our knowledge of the pituitary gland and the action of ADH to the example of alcohol. This isn't something we're supposed to recall, we've got to apply our knowledge. So we're thinking, okay, we're releasing too little ADH. What effect will that have on the body? Well, drinking alcohol will therefore mean less water is reabsorbed back into the body. What effect will that have? If we haven't got enough ADH, therefore water isn't being reabsorbed, therefore more water is leaving in the urine, and urine will therefore be less concentrated. That gives us the second mark. That first sentence is the first mark, the fact that less water is reabsorbed, whereas the urine being less concentrated is the second mark. Now we do need to develop our answer even further to get that third mark. Why is that a bad thing? Why is that a negative outcome? Because that could therefore lead to dehydration. So essentially altogether, the alcohol is meaning less water is being reabsorbed into the body, therefore more is being lost in our urine, making urine less concentrated, and the negative effect of that for that final third mark is dehydration. So 1 mark for that first part, 1 mark for the point about urine, and a final mark about dehydration. Altogether again, that gives us the 3 marks for Part B.